What's happening, everyone? Tony Garcia here with Garcia Mortgage Team at Cross Country Mortgage. Happy Hump Day to you. Wanted to give a quick little video here. Just ran into a situation with one of my realtor partners, awesome realtor partners. Thing I wanted to go over: why do realtors have a recommended preferred lender that they use? Couple different reasons. One, there is some co-marketing that goes on, and they can help market some things here, purchase leads, things like that. The main factor in realtors, I want you to weigh in on this video. It's trust. It's trusting who you're working with to make sure the job is getting done properly. In this business, relationships and referrals are the biggest thing, especially on a realtor side who starts the process itself. So that realtor wants to know when they hand a client over to get, approved for a mortgage and go through the process, they're recommending somebody that is going to take care of that client to where it builds their name as well. You don't want to just give out recommendations or referrals without knowing you have the trust with them. Reason I bring this up, one of my awesome realtor partners had sent me a client, first time home buyer, trying to walk through the process. They were looking at one specific property, need to see if they could get approved on that. So ran everything, were able to possibly get them approved, but there was going to be some items that they had to do. They needed some reserves. They needed to pay off some credit. They needed to do some other things as well. Wasn't impossible, but needed to do some work, and I wanted to let them know that on the front end and set the expectation then, not later down the road. However, they are a first-time home buyer. It's a lot of stuff to process, and a lot of times it feels like, the path of least resistance is going to be the easiest and best. That's not always the case. In this situation, they did go to another local lender, and my realtor partner warned them, hey, Tony's trying to put you on the right path. There might be things to do. Let's double check with this lender and see where those things are. She also called me back to say, Tony, could you have overlooked something? Hey, I try not to get outworked or out hustled by anybody. Am I perfect? By no means. So I told her, I said, hey, let me go back and look. Let me make sure I didn't do something on my end. And I went back and I did that. Come back and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. However, what I had seen up first is truly what it's going to be. We can get it done. It's going to take those steps and those items to complete, and the reserves that would be needed. The other lender, they call, they speak with them. They're like, no, we don't need any of that. Don't worry about any of that. Here's your pre-approval, same day, send it out. Go put an offer in on that house. Offer's put in. Once you put an offer in, you have an appraisal, you have a home inspection, you have escrow deposits that you're putting down. All that money that you're putting down using, hoping that your loan officer or lender did that on the front end and had your best interest in mind from the start. Needless to say, a week and a half later, under contract on this house, the same exact items that I had tried preparing them for and letting them know we could do if we could get them done, now all of a sudden are brought into the picture and told to the client via email, not even a phone call, hey, you're going to need these reserves, you're going to need to pay this off, you're going to need to do this, and this. Now, is it the same situation? 100%. I stated the same things, they stated the same things. They found them. But the key is trying to find that stuff up front so you don't waste the money or waste your time going through the whole process knowing that these things are going to come up. Anybody can send out a pre-approval letter. We can go in and send you a pre-approval letter without having anything back or overlooking anything. Is that the easiest way to do it? Yes. Is it going to be the best for your own interest on going that route? No. You want somebody that's going to look over things and make sure. Things can come up. Things can change. Jobs can be lost, unfortunately. Money can be spent. However, there's some things that you're going to look at that are always going to be in place. And if things stay the same, they can at least give you a better idea. So make sure you're working with somebody that has your best interest and is just not trying to, put you under contract and then having you do these things after, because it's easier for them to tell you to do these things once you feel like you're locked in. which you're not, but just don't let that happen. So my biggest thing is, again, today, realtors chime in on this. The biggest thing to me on why realtor partners actually recommend or refer out a local lender, they don't even have to be local, a lender in general that they work closely with. It's for trust, knowing they're going to take care of their client just as they would. And that way, when you go out and you close on this home, you've had that experience that everybody's had your back and it's tried to go as smooth as possible. Again, things can come up, things can happen, but at least for the most part, they like that, to have that security, knowing somebody's going to take care of their client just like you would or they would themselves. So, just like recommending a plumber. If you know a plumber, you're not going to recommend some guy just because he'll do it $10 cheaper and it'll be done when he gets done. No, you're going to recommend somebody that you trust, you want to do business with, and you know that's going to do the job correctly. So just wanted to make this video to say, just be careful. Always look out for your best interest, and that's what your realtor partner is doing when they are giving you that recommendation up front on who they work with and who they trust. So if I can help with anything, you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Again, Tony Garcia with Garcia Mortgage Team, Cross Country Mortgage. Have a great day. Happy hump day. Go out and enjoy it. Make the best of it. Thank you all so much.